Hey everybody, welcome back to Chris's Vintage RC Cars. Today I have something different. This was actually my best friend's car back in middle school. He got it when we were in a club in middle school called TSA, Technology Student Association. Part of the deal or activities where we were allowed to do RC cars. Back in those days, I had my dad's old narrow front end RC10 gold chassis. My buddy just started getting into it, and this was his Christmas gift back in the 80s. It was as you can see here, a vintage USA 1. It was the coolest thing we had in the club. It was big, bulky. Wasn't the fastest, but it was definitely neat compared to most of the stuff we had. Like I said, I had an RC10. I think other friend had a old Fox. I think we had some Grasshoppers and then some basic Radio Shack cars of the time. It was a pretty cool truck. It had its definite downside. Main thing it was always braking. There's just so much plastic on it, and as big as this thing was, it loved to break drive shafts, the out drives and stuff would break. Right now the turnbuckles love to pop off. They're not very strong. They pop off. Body, as you can see, doesn't hold up very well. There was so many cool pieces that made it look realistic. As you can see, it's missing the roll bar. I actually had to pick up another one off eBay. It was a semi-decent one, just for some parts. Sorry if I'm moving around a lot. This thing's so big it's hard to use my tripod. When he gave it to me, I didn't have the motors, front and rear. Luckily I was able to track some down, but they were salty. I think I paid, like maybe 5-6 years ago, I paid like $125 because one's a forward, one's a reverse. So I started getting it back together. He was missing some stuff. It was missing the top tray panel. As you can see, it's still work in progress. I picked up a Novak. I got a receiver. I started dabbling with the steering because, as I'm sure any one of you guys that owned a USA 1, the steering is absolutely horrible in these things. I know they have upgrades, like you can do the sassy chassis and stuff, all metal chassis, and upgrade to dual servos. I haven't got that far yet. I put a few Taba in it, got it kind of working without the motors hooked up, as obviously you can see. But the old Futabas just don't have the snot, so I may actually bite the bullet and put a more modern crawler type servo in this thing, so maybe it'll steer. I'm not sure how the factory components will react having such a powerful servo, but I'm gonna give it a try. I mean, you can still pretty much find parts for these things. I know now they did the re-release, which is nothing like this one. It's making it a little bit more harder to filter through the parts and stuff to find the right ones, but hey, pretty cool. Friend just wanted it out of his house, so I'm trying to take care of it and hopefully get it back into running condition. But as you're starting to see, I have a lot of cars, and I really haven't been dabbling with them that much lately, so she's definitely on my list when I want to get back together. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thanks.